Good morning everyone. Today I'm gonna show you how to change your oil and your oil filter on your 2016 Renault Koleos. So what you'll need is an oil drain pail. As you can see, I've got here, and since this one is a petrol engine 2.5 liter, I've got the Shell Helix 5W40 oil and the Midas liquid gold. It doesn't matter which brand of oil it is, as long as it is the same grade. As you can see, it's 5W40, both oils. And then you're gonna need your oil filter. So let's get started. Okay, what's important is make sure you've got a blanket or something you can lie on the ground, so that you're very comfortable, because you're going to need to go underneath the car to your oil sump to start draining the oil. Okay, I'm gonna show you where the oil drainage nut is. Okay, in my case, I've got a blanket here. As you can see, you're gonna need some toolbox. I've got my toolbox here that I'm gonna need to open up the oil nut. So for those who have a jack, you can use this jack, or if you have those big industrial jacks, you can use those as well. But for now, I only have this jack, so I'm going to use this jack just to take the car a little bit up. And there you go, I've got the jack a little bit up. It's not to the point where what, so I'm gonna get a brick just to elevate the jack a little bit in the car. And there we go, I've got the car to the height that I want it to be. As you can see for yourself, the car's right up where to the height that I want, so that I can go underneath the car. Like I said, make sure you've got a blanket to go underneath. So the first thing you need to do is to remove your oil dipstick. Then you're going to need a 14 spanner to remove the oil nut. Now after you unscrew your oil drain nut, just make sure your oil drain pan is in position. And there you go. Let it drain for about 30 minutes. While this is draining, you can start working on your on removing your oil filter. As you can see, the oil draining is almost complete. Now I'm gonna remove the oil filter, which can also be found underneath here, between this cover and not far from the oil sump. To avoid the destruction, I just took this cover and hung it next to one of these nuts here, so that I've got enough space to remove the oil filter. So I've managed to remove the oil filter. If you don't have an oil filter tool to remove it, just use a star screwdriver and then make a hole onto this old oil filter and then start turning to remove it. And then once that's done, there'll be all that will be coming out. Just drain it into your drain pan as well, and then remove your oil filter. Please note that the oil is bad for the environment. Once you removed your oil filter, put it in a refuse bag so that you don't damage the environment around you. There we go. Now I've got my new oil filter. It's time to put it back into the car. Now make sure you've got a paper towel and to wipe off the excess old oil from where you're gonna put your new oil filter. There we go. Now let's put back the new oil filter. There we go. The new oil filter is in. Now it's time to put new oil and put everything back together. Now starting with the oil nut. Now remove the oil pan. As mentioned, you must make sure you clean after yourself, please, so you don't destroy the environment. So if you don't have an oil funnel, you can use an old juice container. Just make sure it's washed nicely so there's no other foreign substances that will mix with the oil, and then cut it at the top. After you open and put it in nicely like that. If you don't have a juice container, the other option you can go for is just to remove this cover, so you've got enough space here to pour your oil. I just removed one light, as you can see. Once you're done pouring your oil, make sure you clean as well your engine. We don't want your engine looking all dirty. All the oil spills you've got, make sure you wipe. I'm using this microfiber cloth because it absorbs, similar to when you wash your car. It absorbs the water, this absorbs the oil. So the small spills that I had as well, I wiped on the floor. When I'm done, I'm gonna show you what to use to actually get rid of this oil stains. Now, wipe the oil off the ground and packed up everything, put everything back together. As you can see, please make sure you check your oil level, that's at the required amount. And it's now to start the car so the oil circulation can start. Yeah, there we go. And now what you need to do, like I said, remember to clean up. You're going to take the old oil, put it back in the oil container you just poured into your car, and recycle that. And that's about it. Please remember to follow my YouTube channel. Next time I'll show you how to do your oil change on your BMW 320d E90 2010 model. Thanks for watching the DIY Mechanic. My name is Webster Malaudi. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Now, since we've done the oil change, I'm gonna show you how to reset the service light on the car, the one that says service due, as you can see here. So I'm gonna show you a full instructions on how you can do this. You don't actually need to go to a dealership or need a special machine to do this. You can do it from your car. Now what you need to do is you need to scroll up until you go to where it says service in, and then you hold it in. You hold this button in here, it will start flashing, and there you go, your service light is gone. Now you can see, if you go back to service due, your Renault Koleos service intervals has been reset. Thanks for watching again. Remember to subscribe to DIY Mechanic, and we'll see you again.